Hey, good morning, y'all. I'm putting on my britches. Hold on. Oh, I can wait till I get up here and put on my britches. Y'all know I must be kind of anxious and bored. You know, for me to be on early, when I call this early, it's 10 minutes till. I'll wait and put my britches on, y'all. Because soon I get out of here, I couldn't wait for Friday to come. That's what I'm saying. This is starting to feel more like a J-O. Well, it is a job, so to speak, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay, y'all. Whoever's having coffee with me this morning, let's have a SIP sippity doo da sippity doo. I got my folders, y'all. I got the real deal. I went and got me some coffee on yesterday. Y'all, I don't think I'm gonna even be here long. Let me see. I really don't. Because I really don't have a lot. I have the same as what everybody else been having for the last 3 days. I still been watching different opinions. You know, and let me speak. That's why I wanted to jump on here early. I'm gonna wait around. However, I did peek just then, see who was on and what's on and this and that, like that. So I did just now, because I woke up through the night, you guys, and I couldn't get back to sleep. So who was I? So I caught up on a little bit of some replays. I didn't even know Lady Nika did a live yesterday. What made me know that something happened, because when I woke up through the night, my computer was over there on Olivia's and she was doing her thing, you know, dragging Brianna, Lady Nika, Cesaro. I don't know what happened. But then after that, I started kind of falling back to sleep. So I didn't even catch to go over there and see what happened, whatever. So whatever. So good morning, Manny. Thank you. Good morning, Miss Gerald Ray Black, exclusively me. I like that name, exclusively me. Still standing. Liz, that Virgo, Monique, January, and the few that's up in the sky. He looks in the sky with diamonds. Okay. So let me start right here. So I know everybody seen the cleanup last night. Now I didn't stay to the full thing because I watched as long as I could. And then I watched when Shelly got up there. And then Shelly left. And then I had left too, but when I came back, evidently Shelly had came back. And after her talking for a good 40 minutes to an hour straight in a row, then I left again. Because by that time I said, okay, now I gotta go. But I noticed that the whole chat was kind of like dragging it. But this is what I want to talk about, though. I don't really care about that. Did Jay Wilson talk back yet? Did he have? Because I'm looking for Jay Wilson because he got a little light drag last night, and I'm looking to see did he do an itty bitty clap back, and then I was looking to even see if Deanna came on, because if she did, I wanted to know if she watched what went on last night over there at the cleanup. I just, I'm saying, wow, when is she gonna say something on this too as well? So that's how my night went. That's how the morning went, and that's what's going on right now. So I don't know, but apparently, too many people didn't take kindly to this OG thing, and I'm still kind of confused. Is it OG Black people, or is it OG Beef Sector, or whatever it is, or is it just a combination because everybody got their own views? Now, me and Trish kind of thinking along the same lines. We went back to Tasha K a little bit after that. And then when everybody broke up, and then the real beef is started. Because I never knew about Black Days because, when they used to upload videos, I understand. And only arguments I ever seen was what was put on here between Spilly Boy and Nika. So that's why I don't really comment on that. So anyways, that's neither here nor there either. I'm just still saying people still having their opinions or whatever. So anyway, that's mine. Mine is really, I don't care. I really don't care. Like I said, I mean, it is what it is. Everybody got their own opinion. And mine gonna stay as when we actually start beefing with everybody. I know the main characters that we beef with. Tell the truth about it. So somebody was bringing up the DC Gate thing. Who that was? I think that was Tracy. And back, when they had that DC Gate and Wiley didn't want to be with Rico. VS had him to go back in there, give him what he wants. So she waited out there because once he met Rico, he didn't want to be with Rico. All he heard was his voice. But we all was assuming by listening to his voice that maybe he was some tall, handsome guy or whatever. But when he met him, he was a little puny something, little girly, little puny something. And he just wasn't attracted to him. And he didn't want to be with him. And then he came back and told the story how the man defecated on him and all that. So anyway, so my point is people bringing up certain instances of whatever went on back then. So then that wasn't the beginning either because Rico came after us. Now, Latasha Milan was definitely around because it's beefing day because she used to be in love. She loved her some Wiley. And I don't mean love, want to get with him like that. She just knew she had a strong YouTube ship with him and he did her wrong. So that's how that went. And that's as far as I want to go with that. I just want to know, did Jay Wilson clap back, y'all? Did he say anything back at all? That's what I really want to know. Because I'm going to tell y'all one thing about Spitty Boy. When he got something to say about somebody, he do not hold nothing back at all. I don't care who it is. And he said that too. And he right. When he get on somebody's panel and something go wrong or go left or something, he's not going to wait till you get off his panel. He's going to address you right then and there. So he threw shade. To me, it was shade at Shelly too. I mean, because from my understanding, because I didn't watch it, Rico went in on Spilly Boy right away. Now, if Spilly Boy clapped back, I don't see nothing wrong with that. And if you didn't want it to go like that, you didn't have to bring them up because you already knew that, it was bad blood between the two of them. Who else they say argument? It was quite a few arguments over there. So was that supposed to be, what did they call it? Was that supposed to be a Thunderdorm? Because Billy Boy say he was under the impression that was she said, oh geez, that was going to be all of them for the Black Days. and they were going to discuss and talk about history of what went on back then. Now, if that had been the case, I probably would have wanted to hear some more, because like I said, I don't know too much about back then. You know what I'm saying? Even though I found Tasha K and them on the Twitter, Funky Geneva and all the people on the Twitter, I still really don't know too much about that, because ain't nobody putting too much up. But I do hear the names that was there. And I did see who was out on that Las Vegas trip, through pictures. Basically, that's it. That's all I really know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about, too many arguments they may have had with one another that was called beefs, or whatever the case may be. So that probably would have been interesting. But he said that's what he thought the show was going to be about. Not, he didn't think it was going to be about, people getting up there getting attacked or whatever. So I'm kind of glad I didn't watch. And then, like I said, I wasn't interested because I don't label myself nothing. I'm just here, been here, and what they call the beef sector, Section 8, aka beef sector, and that's it. I know when I met everybody. I don't even remember us fighting with Spilly Boy. I don't think I remember about Spilly Boy. Is the first I ever saw him, heard of him, was he jumped in Waddy's chat. That's my beginning of knowing him. The only time from the beginning of me meeting Lady Nickers was VS founder, because VS was trying to look for everybody that fell out with Sean. That's the only thing I know about that. So anyway, that's why I say that too much. But probably would have been interested if it had been that way. If somebody had said it went that way, then I probably would have watched the upload. So, I don't want to spend my time talking about that either, because there's other questions that I have. Okay? Because really, tell the truth about it, I really don't have nothing this morning. Okay? I fell asleep, wake up, and Natasha Milan was still fussing. Oh, yeah, see, now Natasha Milan, she don't even be trying to fuss. I go there like that. She be funny, still standing. That's just her. And she can read even when she's not reading, not thinking that she's reading. Y'all love me some Natasha Milan. I really do. Please hit the like. Thank you. Yeah, it was lit. But after I got tired of hearing, listening to Shelly for a long time, who, by the way, from what I heard and seen on the streets of the little bit that I do know, everybody that she called OGs that was back in the bad days with her, she fell out with all of them. Something happened with everybody, and I think it was the beginning of this year or end of last year that she went around apologizing and getting back in with them. So I wonder how long all this gonna last. That cleanup was funny, yes, and I wonder did she see the whole chat dragging her like that? And then one of the highlight parts when J Dunn got up there, she wasn't trying to hide the fact. I watched J Dunn on live calling the law. She was telling her and letting her hear everything that J Dunn was saying, the whole 9 yards. And I wonder, was it all because of what happened over there on her JOG meeting, whatever that was? Hey, Nikki. That's right. It was awesome. Yeah, it was. And I probably would have stayed to the end, but it's like Spilly Boy, she like he was tired and exhausted. Everybody knew that, but Shelly went on and on. But see, we know that's what Shelly do. Because I remember when people used to call in at Wiley's, and J Dunn would get on, not J Dunn, Shelly would get on the phone too, and call in. And we already know, let's brace ourselves, this is going to be a long, long, long call. And so she always had talk long like that. And she always have been like when somebody come around new, she always have been meet that new person, go over there and mentor them and be there to be helpful with it, like she did with W. Then something always happened. And and I'm not dragging it, and I'm just saying what I know about it because it's OG and what I know about that situation. And that's the way it is. She always did do that though. And so she was very long-winded. So some people chat was saying, she was long-winded. And I said, oh, they must have been around. That's just her. She just talks alone like that. Anyway, good morning, Core Lover. Good morning, Lady Nika. Girl, I didn't even know you did a live yesterday. I woke up through the night, and you know how your computer be on continuous, and when you do one thing after another, one thing after another. Libby was on, girl. And I said, oh, okay, something must have happened. So I talked briefly with somebody this morning, and they kind of told me, I said, okay, I got to watch it. But then at this point, I didn't get a chance to watch it, but I'm going to watch it, though. Because rather I come back, which I probably ain't going to be back later on, but it'll still be fresh, some of the things in my mind when I do come back. So that's just the way it's going to be. Because I said, now, what the hell went on now? Because I started thinking like that because I haven't heard you, Brianna, or Pizarro really going at her like that now and then. Even myself might throw a little joke. Yeah, D.O. do that. Yeah, this and that. Or something like that. But as far as going in and getting into it with that lady, I ain't seen nobody doing that. And then, okay, yeah, granted, I don't be at every live. That's true. But I ain't seen nobody doing that. I mean, it is what it is. So I don't know. I don't know where that came from. Left field. I just don't know. Good morning, Miss Kruger. I broke it down. Blessed. It's the foundation. Blah. I don't know about. That's what I'm saying. To each his own, though. Because I didn't know that Blab called themselves back then beat the sector. I know they did uploads. I still don't know a lot about them. I only seen the true stuff. I always knew when we started beefing, it wasn't even that many people beefing. And the main beefing was when it was VS and Sean Bradley. And then you had Tracy. Then you had Five A. They started beefing because they got kicked out. Who else? Who else was beefing? I'm naming the main ones that was beefing. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. And I know when we actually started beefing. I mean, arguing for real. So I don't know about that. I don't know. And really, like I said, at this point, it doesn't matter because everybody I met that I hear that used to do the uploads back then, they used to do celebrity talk or whatever they did back there. Everybody that I heard of, like I said, so far, it would have been nice to see all of them because I know it's more than just the ones that they always name it. It probably would have been a good talk to know some of the Blab history from back then. Okay, I think before Kaya and Madison, Tasha K, because Tasha K used to be up in the beef sector too. So I guess she, started the beef too. I guess, but she didn't call herself that though. I don't believe. But anyway, that's just my take on it. That's when I feel like we start beefing because we start off calling it Section 8. Because I ain't seen none of them beefing like that. I didn't. Spitty Boy wasn't in no beef with nobody. Everybody liked him, like except for Wiley. Him and Wiley was getting into it. Then Jay Wilson left his little books to study stuff what he was doing. I remember him from day one. I started watching him from day one when he came over because he came over clout church out for Maddie Kaya, H.E.L.E. and Josh. And didn't even have church. And that's when me and him started. And we still do it right now this day, throwing shade. But it's a fun kind of thing now. That's just me and him, M.O. from day one. Then here comes Larry Nelson. And that's when BS started letting people in her check. It used to be just 35 of us. That's when she started letting everybody come in. So that's why I'm taking it off from there. But everybody got their own story. If everybody feel like that was the beef sector even back then, so be it. I mean, that's I don't know nothing about this. I didn't know Blab had a beef sector back then. I just heard they did upload celebrity talk. I don't know. And it doesn't matter. So anyway, back to what I was saying. Good morning, Purple Peach. Good morning, Voodoo. Good morning, Demetria. And y'all's in the chat. I liked. Yeah. Good. I spoke to you already, Jill's conference. I was like, good morning. Well, I was up late dragging at your live. Oh, y'all was up late? Oh, Lord. I only reason why I see stuff late sometimes because I go sleep wicked. But however, yesterday evening, it was kind of early. It was my time. I went over there to troll Sir King, over there where they advertised Diane. Yeah, he was up there on the Spinning Boy chat too. Y'all all know that because it's not very many of us over here in the beefing sector. I feel like it must be about 2,000 of us because I say that because like Spinning Boy got up to 1,400 and something. The most I think was 15, but I know it got to be about 2,000 of it because even him on, there's other people on who may be heard or whatever, and they be over here the beefing sector or whatever this, well, I don't call it beef sector no more. Things have quite changed. So it's the new beefing sector. That's what it is because people do stuff different, like versus, and like somebody was saying, and I kind of think that too. I think that was Trish said that VS was the head of the beefing sector. And I got to thinking, well, her name still come up these days. The lady been gone, 3 years? And all you hear is VS. So she was the beefing sector when she started beefing. So a lot of the stuff that Trish was saying, I agree with. I really do. Because you got 3 of them for sure. Can't let her go for real. Especially when they get mad at me and somebody else that used to be over there on the man train. Oh, you got one constantly saying we're going to the tutelage. You got one saying they would play some videos, and then you got another one called it slithering. It's 3 people just cannot let that lady go and live her life. It was just a panel. it was just YouTube. I mean, and they can't let that lady go. Well, they just cannot let her go. Yeah, I do too, Manny. So I guess she's gonna be forever beef sector. And I know she probably don't want to come back to this mess because she wanted to leave before that happened. She wanted to leave, but she went in a way she didn't want to leave. Because we had talks of that, and she even said she's ready to go. But they cannot let that lady go. So when Trish, I think that was Trish said that yes, was the head of beef sector. That's why all the beefing really started. I kind of agreed with that. Because I didn't see nobody else beefing, like that. And her and Sean was cool until he started letting people call in and drag her. Okay, you know how people used to call and drag people? Well, and they were supposed to be cool. That's just like if I had a strong YouTube stream with somebody, and then let people come in and just drag me. We supposed to be cool. I probably would get offended too. I'm thinking, well, that's fine. Somebody gonna do it once or twice, but you're sitting there as if you want to say the stuff. You letting it go on like that all the time, from one call to another. And that was back there. I remember when 5A kicked Kwani to the curb. Because Kwani called in there tipsy, talking about some pictures in the phone, which happened to be BS and her children. So it's a lot went on. It's a lot went on, y'all. So everybody got their own little thing. Purple Peach, Lady Nick and Bless. I remember there was something with Shelly and T.S. Man. Oh, girl. Now, see, but yes, Shelly had already been over here doing that time, moderating for Wiley. But then she always wanted to be somebody's mentor, and she was trying to be BS mentor. But in the meantime, she kept telling us she was CEO of Maddie's fan club or something. But the way she was saying it, if they had a relationship where she kind of planned stuff for Maddie too, that she'd be a part of the production, had a bigger part in the production, that, and we really believed her. We really truly believed that she had something to do with T.S. Madison Camp for real. Now, when they went to that event where they were supposed to be VIP, but they're sitting in the back, and nobody, there wasn't no more food, wasn't nothing. There was some empty cups on the table with chicken bones and stuff in it. It was horrible. It was a horrible trip to her. She didn't have fun. But Shelley didn't want Bess to come back and talk about it at all. So she stayed quiet for a couple of weeks. Somehow, Nicole Ty knew about it, but I figured that her and Nicole was tight and they talked sometime together. She may have mentioned it to Nicole, because I remember Bess wanted to meet up and go have fun with Nicole, because she thought Nicole was fun, because Nicole just come on, in her kitchen, have her music playing, have a beer in her hand, be dancing and talking, they do a commentary. So we was on Wiley's show, this one particular time, and Nicole Tyler was in the chat. And she started mentioning something about the trip. And boy, when she did that, it was all over with. Bess couldn't take no more. She came on the channel, started telling what happened and how horrible it was and this and that. And that's where that took off at. Now, so that's when her and Shirley broke friendship. Now, Madison and Funky Geneva did come over there and talk about it. First, they came over, they were arguing, they was mad at BS or whatever. Then A.T. Elliott started helping BS out with it. So BS did an interview with A.T. Elliott over there on A.T. Elliott's show. A.T. Elliott came over in the chat, we was all talking. But then when everything settled and all the truth came out and Shetty was supposed to be this and be that, we found out she was lying about everything. I'll put it to you like that. At the end of the story, T.S. Madison and Funky did apologize to BS and gave her money. It was a horrible experience. But she was really trying to stay quiet, for Shelly. Shelly didn't want to, and don't talk about it, because if anybody ever said anything that she deemed was out of line about medicine, oh boy, y'all getting into it. She gonna get into it. When you couldn't say, you could barely say the word medicine, Shelly would go in on you about that. So that's when we found out that she wasn't really a CEO or whatever. And then we found out it was a promoter. We called her a janky promoter back then. That was her show. It wasn't one of T.S. Madison's productions. It was through a third party with a lady right there booked them to come there and do a show. That's what happened. That's everything in a nutshell. So like I say, it's a lot of stories. We can all go all the way back to there. But see, that still came way after the beefing started. Because the real hard beef came, like I said, when the Larry Nelson thing started, to tell the truth about it. That's when we started letting everybody in the chat. So that's why I got a different opinion. But yeah, that was a lot going on back there. And I ain't heard nothing about this promoter lady no more. I even forgot her name, y'all. We really forgot her name. Anyway, let me catch up with the chat. Let me look over here. Somebody just came in. Good morning, Leslie. Now that's my memory. First, I responded. She attacked first. Oh, okay. So I'm way behind the chat. Okay, so if you're talking about Livy, okay, the lady. And you talking about that lady? That's her name, Parker. So we all start arguing back and forth with her too. We all start going over there, clouding her chat. We're picking at the lady and just go try to run her off here. Yeah, we all start going over to Miss. That was her name, Miss Parker. I ain't heard nothing about that lady in a long time. I wonder if she even still on here. But I know what I do. I know what's here for it all. I know you was here in Black Days way before us. I don't know nothing about no Black Days. However, I asked you one time, do you consider? Because see, we found you. Well, we didn't find you. BS found you and brought you over here to the beef section because something was shining. You was telling Sean to go to bed or something because Sean wouldn't let up off you or something happened. I don't even know what really truly happened with all of y'all to tell the truth about it. Because like I always tell you, I met you where you at, where I met you at. And that's what I'm starting at with you. That's how I met you. All the rest of them may have went on before you. That's insignificant to me. I meet people where they are when I meet them, and that's where we start off at. That's where we start off at. I know y'all did uploads. You told back then there was no StreamYard. There was no doing it all live like we're doing now. It was uploads, and y'all did celebrity talk, and you did story times. I do know that much. Okay. And however, you got some good story time for Eric with Blue Moon. I go watch one. So that's where I met you at. Because she found other people too back then that Sean had did something wrong too. And that's when we met you. So I don't know. Because you wasn't doing no beefing like that. You were doing your story timing and celebrity talk from what I understand. But like I said, it really doesn't matter if y'all in the Black Days argue with each other and then y'all feel like that's what beefing started with. That's fine too. I mean, that's what I said. Everybody got a different story. Okay. But anyway, y'all, I don't want to get stuck there though. Yeah, chicken bones was in the cup. Chicken bones was in the cup. Did I speak to you, Faith? Okay, I know that person gone, so I'm not going to even say nothing about that. That person gone out the chat. Now, I was, what else I was going to talk about? Now, I'm not going to go there about the Tracy thing. I said that yesterday. Lipstick out is crazy. But let me see what Reggie Pop said. Let me see something. I'm kind of watching the beef sector too. Let's see something. This Reggie Pop person. See, I have never, ever really just been a panel person. I don't just get on panels for a reason. I will if I feel like I got something to say, have somebody call me up and something going on that I don't know about, that happened and so forth. And so, well, why? That's just me. Some people like to get on panels, some don't. But that don't mean I don't support who I support or who I like. That's just me. Now, this Reggie Pop seems to think for some reason or another, I'm going to see if I can find and see how she put it. I mean, but I did, like I said, get over there and mess with where avatars go down. I did do that. She said something about how'd she put it? That by me being on all those gadgets and that I be on 5 gadgets, that I still don't be knowing what's going on and that I am involved in whatever be going on over here. Reggie Pop, I don't know what the hell you be talking about. And yes, I probably am, you know what I'm saying? Maybe so. But that ain't the reason why I don't get on panels. That's just me. Now, not what she wrote. Blessed is number 1 on my list. I don't know what she meant by that. She admits to employing 5 gadgets just to capture YouTube mess. And I don't say that. I say sometimes I'll be on 2 or 3 gadgets, because 5 would be definitely hard. But if I could watch all 5 at a time, yeah, Reggie Pop, I sure would do it. But I know she's not always on panels, but using resources to keep up with all those losers in extreme commitment. So in other words, that's an extreme commitment because I be on my gadget. Well, yes, I do have commitments to my YouTube ships, meaning those are my YouTube ships. However I want to do it, I can do it that way. I can do it, get on panel wherever I decide I want to do it. And she said, Peace and James on her list next. She said, I don't follow MU, Reed, or Tracy, so I can't comment on them. So I don't understand what you mean by, and I know you watch me just for you saying this, what you mean, I'm your number one. What does that mean? And yes, I can still have a strong YouTube ship and support without getting on panels. I've never been a panel person, and only time I was on panels is when I was a part of a panel of a group called Meds Train. So what's the big deal? And there's a lot of more stuff said over here. You know, they talking about the DUNN situation, calling the police on Shirley and this and that. And no, I'm not dragging Shirley. I'm telling y'all some history of what went down, and only because somebody even said something about that that show. But it was a horrible show, and we did really truly believe that Shirley had something to do with T.S. Madison shows, whether she booked it, she up there part of the production in some kind of way. We all really believed that for real up until then. Everybody believed that. So it is what it is. If that's telling the story right. So what is purpose? Let me go back up. That is when I first started to drop down in chat when that went down. What I'm talking about, that show, because you know everybody came little by little. Now they're saying somebody was an OG, but I don't consider myself, what is OG? Old gangster. I'm not a gangster life or on here. So I would just put it like, well, I've been around here, 4 years. I mean, I think watch Twitter mostly before I came on here. That's how I would put it. I'm too old to claim myself as a gangster in the first place. And I don't think she really mean gangster. I think, you know, it's the YouTube stuff, but I'm just saying I'm not labeled myself there. It is what it is. To each his own. And I think Billy Boy say he's the real OG. He is, meaning he's been around here probably longer than us, but he not really calling himself no gangster, I guess, if that's what that means. Good morning, Jay Parrish. So yeah, that's how that went down. You know, that's how that went down. Because I remember this when let nobody in her chat back there, y'all. And I used to watch it. And I don't know what I had said. All I know I was blocked, so I thought I was blocked. So I waited a month or two or whatever, something like that. And when I went back, I was able to talk. So that's when I found out there was all something called timeout. But it was extra people in there. So it was 40-ish. I started saying, while you're watching me, who here? It was she didn't want, it was her regularly just 35 people. And that's back in the day with Naphtha, Tanilla, aka Valerie. I think I'm not pronouncing it right. But see what happened with her, she got with Sweet Mom now, and they started doing some crystals or something like that. Invest in believing that, what I call it, whatever it was. Anyway, Naphtha Panella was the one that really welcomed me. It was just a small group. And then I would leave sometime most of the time. I wasn't really watching every single day. Then when I did start watching again, Larry Nelson came into play. Boom, that's when we started letting people in the chat. You know, and that's how that went down. Good morning, Manny. Yeah, y'all hit that fun. Oh, I can tell some history. And that's why I'm saying, as far as that other, I don't know too much about, you know, maybe. And then if that's the case, everybody on YouTube, every sector have arguments, and that's going to be called beefing too, I guess. Because when Tasha K and Lovely T had their argument, that's beefing too. And Tasha K definitely was over here because she was trying to be BS's mentor too as well. But BS was the type she didn't need or want no leader. You know what I'm saying? So that didn't work. I don't know what exactly went down between her and Tasha K, but that didn't work. So I'm taking it all the way back from Tasha K that I know of. And I don't know if Tasha K was around doing Blab Days, like I said, because we don't really hear too much about it. We hear what people was there, but we don't really hear too much about it. But everybody was right there for the Tasha K situation for sure. You know, with that Star McGree and everything. And she come over there trying to be BS's mentor. BS didn't want need no mentor. So I don't know. But for Shelly, that's always have been Shelly in her defense. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. That's just her. Like when Dovey came, knew she wanted to get over there and help Dovey. Then that fell apart. That's just the way it go, y'all. It is. I don't care if she get mad. I'm saying that's my memory, and that's how it is. And she didn't like me from the gate because I was over there with BS. She started calling me all kind of OBs and stuff like that. But through the years, I ain't been arguing with that lady. About 3 months ago, I spoke to her. I went in her chat one time. It's been a few months or something. I ain't got against that lady. I'm just telling y'all, so everybody want to talk about a little bit of history. I'm just talking about a little bit of history too. And that's when we found out that she recorded any and everybody had been doing it for years. For years. That's when we found out that she did all that recording. We didn't know all that. Bless the founder B section was founded on 3 names from the Black. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't know about that. You see, everybody telling me about the Blab days, but I asked Lady Nika about it. She told me she wasn't from the beef sector, she from Blab sector. I'm telling you, when we met Lady Nika, I know when we met her. That's when they found her a few more ladies from somewhere, because she looked for people who shine dead dirty. She wasn't no beef and perfect. She'll tell you, she's still not really. She's celebrity and story timer. Y'all hear each other's stories. See, we really didn't beef on channels. Blab was where you took arguments. See, back then the subjects required more content creators. Back then, you didn't grow from beefing. See, that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. She don't consider herself no beefing like that, and she's still not. She got skills. She got skills, and that's why she said in January she want to get back to her story time. I don't blame her. And people keep talking about Vest come back. Vest come back. I don't think Vest want to come back to this. I mean, why would she? A lot of people leaving. Even the Spilly Boy said something that's so correct. Most of the OGs or half the OGs are the subbies. These subbies been around here more longer than some of us content creators. Those are OGs. What is it? You know what I'm saying? A lot of them don't even watch over here no more. Some of them do. Because we found out that what's her name? Just read my book, whatever her name is. She been around way longer. There's people been around here forever. So you can't just say, oh gee, what about all these subbies that was here before us? If you calling it somebody, if you really saying somebody just been around here without necessarily calling a gangster, but gangsters like they gangster, you said that they somebody just happened to be on YouTube for years. Because I heard DUNN say she'd been on here since 2008. But DUNN in 2008, I don't think you investing there was fruiting then. I'm telling you, when we really started fruiting in the way we were fruiting. I'm telling you, because I ain't never seen Spitty Boy fruit with nobody. Not, of course, Jay Wilson, because I was going back and forth with him. But I ain't never saw him do it and Sean Bradley. Yeah, never. Yeah, and I remember why he called it Section 8. Then Jay Wilson want to claim, somebody told me he want to claim that he named it beefing sector. Stuff like that. But that's neither here nor there. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying what my memory is and who I saw beefing. Because we didn't have no problem with James. I'm trying to see what James spilling besides him and Wiley. And then Timothy Blaine would always do uploads. Good morning, pretty chocolate girl. How long they gonna drag this on though? But now I don't mind Shelly. I keep talking about it too until people get bored. It was gonna bring us the numbers over there. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't blame her. I probably, like I said, it probably would have been a good idea if they could have got all the Blab Day people together so we could have seen who all of them were. Again, most of them leave. Because a lot of people just leave certain areas and go do different stuff. Yeah, a lot of people just leave. Now, what else? Let me see what else is going on. We had a conflict, but you could not build off beef alone because the subbies required more. Yeah, they celebrity talk is and good storytelling. But like I said, I didn't get a chance to see too much of that. Even if I look for the old stuff, I already mentioned this. The only thing I see up. I modified under my original. Oh, you did Purple Peach? Yeah, I love me some Lovely Tea. I still like Lovely Tea, and I like that one song she always played. Yeah. I don't mess with you because you disrespected me. I don't mess with you because you disrespected me. I like the Tasha K. And Sweet Bot still do videos once in a while too, huh? I wonder is Napta Tanella still around, but under another name. If you are Napta Tanella, girl, text me on that phone number. Because like I said, you're the one really welcomed me in that small group of 35 before we started letting people in that group. Okay? And VS had all kind of names. Some of them got channels got snatched. She come back and she put it in another name. So really was T, small, plain, TSC, whatever you want to call it, it was still VS. Yeah. So that's why I started off at it. That's why a lot of us say when we start, because we were really beefing with just probably Just three major people, really. The biggest beef, like I say, was Sean and BS, really. Then you got Stanky Baby got mad because she wouldn't be a part of it and wouldn't let her be. So she started making up all kind of lies about somebody talking about the baby. We all know what was said first and who did what first. And then Rick Reed came. Well, Rick Reed came because he came on down the line too. He came dragging Rita. So we started beefing with him, but not so much me. 5 Man DS did because they called his mother. So I remember where he started at. He wasn't here from the beginning. Okay. They wasn't beefing in Blab Day. They was having fun. For what I understand it, they wasn't ratchet like it is now. Calling law, doing all. They wasn't ratchet like the way we are beefing sex is now. I'm saying ratchet, and I'm over here being a part of it, even though I didn't kind of chilled out a little bit. You know, that don't mean, I still ain't here with that, I done chilled out a little bit. Sure, they wasn't doing all of this foolishness that's going on now. They was not. And that's why I like to go watch some of Lady Nika's story times sometimes. Y'all need to go watch some of the story times. When she talk and she do a story time, she have not changed. She's Lady Nika then, she's Lady Nika now. And it is what it is. And the only thing I see is Philly Boy for beefing is when they talked about the laws of Vegas thing. That's all I see. I don't see no beef from them. Not unless everybody put it up somewhere we can't see it. I would like to see some. Oh yeah, she's still feeding her. That's what I'm saying. I don't blame her. She can keep talking about it until people get bored because it's still having her with some numbers. Even right to this day, I would milk it to the end of it too. You know what I'm saying? If that's what's good, who knows? Some people might stay. Maybe she won't get back down to, nobody really going over there. Somebody might stay. But I just always thought that she always fell out with everybody, but eventually wait a year or two, she come back. She'll come back. That's what I've always thought. We had storytellers reviewing tags, videos, paintings, etc. We helped each other and nobody was fighting for numbers. Exactly. That's all I'm saying. So I don't know about that. I would like to see some of them videos. Because like I said, all Lady Nika story times up, but I don't now Alexander Rogers. And then this other one, I can't remember his name. And I saw him through Twitter arguing with Tamar Braxton. He was the one that came on and said he had the letters. I used to think Alexander Rogers talked like a Rain Watcher. You know that cowboy man? What's that cowboy name? I got it right, Wayne Rogers. But that other guy, and his face is in my mind. I can't think of it though. When I see him, I guess he done moved on. There's a few people I saw through the Twitter, but I didn't really stick with watching them, that long. Yeah, they did. They didn't do all this foolishness back there. They didn't do all that old hollering, beeping, and calling folks jobs and cussing people out. They didn't do all that. Yeah, no, Lady Blair was arguing. And when you say arguing, it wasn't like the way people beefing like today. I mean, just going back and just beefing, just get below the belt. Good morning, Jory Barnes. From what I understand of the little bit that I hear, because I wasn't there, that I hear. So it's going to make me start looking for some of them videos. You say to them what people start is where people start to get sensitive to where livelihoods are. Yeah. And some people make this a livelihood and they try to get up there with Tasha and Lovely T and Willie Live and Tracy. They trying to get there. That's their money. You don't want nobody, from what I understand, doing that back then. Or you just mess with somebody's income. They call the outside jobs. That's his name, Lady Nika. Oh my God, Justin J. Yeah, that's right. Now, when I first read it to him, because I keep telling y'all I always was a Twitter person. When I first read it to him, he was cussing out Tamar Braxton. So I watched it through him. Yeah, I said, wow. That's his name, Justin J. I could never remember that man's name. Never. So I guess he was right along with y'all too, huh? So that's an argument. So I guess that's beefing, all right? But he was cussing out Justin. And I said, now, why is this man cussing this lady out like that? And so I don't know what Tamar was doing, but a lot of people didn't like Tamar Braxton, not Tamar, Tamar Braxton. A lot of people didn't like her. Yeah, his voice sounded like John Wayne to me. You know, when I first heard him, I thought the man was putting on. Just like a lot of people think when they first hear QB, do he really talk like that? Yeah, he really does talk like that. He talks like that for real. You know, I just think it's just funny. Yeah, I just think he's funny. He really is. Let me catch up my chat. Joey Barnes, what cowboy? The cowboy movie. Am I saying it wrong? Oh, was it Wayne Rogers? What is that cowboy name? The popular guy that played in the cowboy movies. What's that Wayne? Y'all, am I saying it right? Yes, what I said, Lady Nika. You got your story times now. Then I'll go watch it with it. And one of y'all need to go watch. She's telling if y'all wasn't watching, y'all gonna laugh. She's talking about how good something about this man, but I ain't gonna say it on here. Y'all gotta go watch it. Y'all got to go watch it. John, so okay, so it's John Wayne. And I was saying Wayne, right? Okay, yeah, John Wayne. I always thought when I first heard his voice, you know, when you ain't used to the way somebody talk, they sound a certain way to you. Yeah, that's what he sounded like to me. John Wayne. He did. But anyway, it's have fun watching the Twitter. I said I'm gonna start watching that more too again because you get a lot of info over there from the Twitter. But y'all, let me move along from this for a little bit. Then I might come back. Okay. I know that in those porn stores that they have everything, you know, don't get me wrong. But I was reading, let me get to it too. And I see why we still have all these perverts around here. But then these toys like children that's made like that, they say will keep perverts away from children. It's a thing called child sex mannequin companies. And then when I seen what company it belongs to, also I said, oh wow, I use their coffee products. Let me get on over yonder so I can tell y'all what I'm talking about. I said, now maybe it's been around and I just ain't noticed it. I don't know. But I just think it's just weird to me. And it might have been around y'all. I'm gonna find it and read y'all a little bit of it. And I'm thinking, wow, no wonder. Because it's not going to take the place of them not being perverted towards the child. It's to me, it's going to make them more inquisitive and want to do something to a child. In my opinion, you know, I don't know. See how people minds can think like that. Like I don't know. Like I said the other day, I don't know how that lady mind could think like that to do that to her daughter. Talking about Casey. It's I don't know, it's just a lot of weird stuff going on here. And all these names, I can't really pronounce them good, so I'm not gonna go there. But wow, it said the one of the parent company is Keurig, Kering. I had their coffee pot and I was ordering their coffee, I get their coffee every 3 months. Now, one piece of art which costs $140,000. It's called F blank blank CK face. It's made, it's a male toddler with an erect penis in place of his nose and an anus in place of his mouth. But what I'm getting at, and I'm not going to show the picture because, ooh, wow, look at it. Man, put them. What I'm getting at, these people make these kind of dolls and they saying so the perverts won't mess with the children. Do y'all think that make it worse and that they eventually want to experience the child for real? It say Balenciaga, that's Balenciaga, was dragged across the internet when the fashion brand released a campaign featuring young girls holding teddy bears, wearing bondage gear, and standing on top of court papers from a landmark Supreme Court case that focused on child pornography. But wasn't that a bad thing to do right there too? And then the brand apologized for the images and they pulled the campaign, you know, from the internet. But there was more disturbing revelations of that brand, they say, and a long history with content that features child sex abuse, wow, pedophilia, I just was just, reading this. I just ran across this sometime this morning. Do y'all think is that would deter them for children? I don't think. I just think they're going to eventually get curious, you guys. That's my opinion. And these things, some of them are collector's items, very expensive. Okay, what do y'all think? They actually have toys. And I always know they were toys, but they haven't life size children, y'all. I don't know. That was just something I said, wow. Let me sip some water, y'all, because I can feel my allergy drink. I don't know why I just want to get up first thing in the morning and use that stuff on my nose, that fluorinated. I just don't know why I don't do that. Now I'm gonna put some up there now. Right? Oh, this shit running out. I don't want to know about it. All right. They say you're only supposed to do it one time a day, but I'm gonna start doing it in the morning and night. Because it looks like it's dry out there today, but I hope it doesn't start raining last night again. But that's what's been going on lately. So let me get back in the chat. Let me see what I left off at. Thank you, Pretty Chocolate. Thank you, Ray. Yeah. And I can't show y'all that one picture because then it'll look like I'm showing child pornography. I don't even think I can even put it on my community board. No, I'm not going to do it. But I'm looking at this one doll looking like what I just described to you guys. I'm not going to do that. I just wanted to ask y'all, do y'all think that it makes it worse? Because they say at least that'll deter them away, those kind of people away. I don't, like everything go on. I'm trying to catch up with my chat now. I hope folks stop sharing. Are you talking about what I'm talking about? She said, I think it's all disgusting. I think they all should be locked up on an island by themselves. Which exactly, if you told me what I'm talking, exactly. No, you know about the company, Joanna? That's the company, Balenciaga. I don't know if I'm pronouncing Kim Kardashian is sponsor. She is right. Oh wow! I never knew that. I just happened to run across that story this morning when I was surfing around trying to see if anybody live. And then I got this news channel thing I be looking on, and then a lot of stuff be popping up when I be watching all the stuff I don't think y'all watch, like the Sister Wives, I've been keeping up with them. Janelle getting treated bad, for anybody that watching know what I'm talking about. The last wife came into the family, came in broke, all in debt. She got a house, Janelle Dawn, she made the biggest money, one of them left and all like that. So then when I'm looking at stuff like that, and then all of a sudden strange stuff will come across there, it's just, and that's just the way it is. Girl, that's what I just said. I ain't gonna put it on my thing, on my community board, because somebody's weapon down. This lady got so on her community board. And no, I'm just asking y'all a question. And y'all, evidently some of y'all heard of it, but it's weird. I don't even want that coffee pot no more. That Keurig. And then, you can pay once a year, whatever, but you get coffee every 3 months, all different flavors. I didn't know that they was one of the main people that owned that company. Now I'm just learning Kim Kardashian got someone, but that Kim Kardashian, that's not too much surprising because they all do soft porn anyway. Because that's exactly what they do, soft porn, because they don't sing, they don't dance, they don't rap, they don't do nothing. They don't do nothing. They're famous for being famous. They made it for their body. They made an empire of it, and that's all there is to it. For Ray J, he didn't make all the money like you making. And, he came out and said him and Chris and Kim did sit down and plan that. But they started taking it too far, and he didn't want his kids to grow up and think that their daddy is a pervert. So that's why he came out with the truth. Finally came out with the truth. Okay, let me catch up. And why is Rhonda? I was looking for Rhonda. There's so many Rhonda Edwards on there. And I remember Rhonda, like, she bragging about it. Maybe I should go. I think it might be on my community, on one of my comment section. Because I wanted, well, yeah, Rhonda, I was looking for you. I'll put it to you like that. I was trying to get you little something, something. But I've looked at all those different Rhondas. If anybody else looked it up, can y'all drop it in my chat and tell me where I can buy that? Because there's just too many of them. I don't know why some people don't use this stuff. I really did look for her. It's a lot of Rhondas. A lot of Rhonda Edwards. I wanted to wish her a belated birthday. You got a Rhonda. You got a Rhonda 90. You got a Rhonda 2. Let me see. And she don't have no picture on it. Got a Rhonda Gilliam, a Rhonda Prater 001, a Rhonda again, a Rhonda with baby Anaya, Sharon Dunn. It's just too many Rhondas. And nothing looks familiar to me. Nothing. Girl, put a piece of picture on there so folks can know who you are. Because I don't remember. Yesterday was Rhonda's birthday, and she said if anybody wanted to bless her, anybody that she had blessed in the past, just do it that way. Look at that Cash App. And I don't remember and I don't see it. So many Rhondas. So now, are any of you guys gonna watch the UTUBE tonight? No, y'all, it seems late, maybe because I've been woke a long time. It ain't but 8:47 here. I already got my tickets already. Good one. So look for Rhonda to go. Okay. I know somebody gonna know. Wow. Okay, Rhonda to go. Oh, really? Then you can tell, and then I'm gonna tell you what picture on there, then you can tell me if it's right. Okay. Now I'm gonna go next. Search. No, it ain't popping up. Oh well. Oh well. I'll be there. I hope. Yeah. I got so many gifts. I'm broke, not giving because of holiday. Well, I know that a lot of people don't have it like that, but I felt like, I could bless it with a cup of coffee, have some coffee with me in the morning. I mean, it could be $1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever, just from the heart. It doesn't matter. I accept it all. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, a lot of people probably won't get their stuff after Christmas. And like I said, me and my husband don't even do that no more. My son, they know what they be wanting to buy me something to get, but I did see something. And if this person keep on talking to me about a Christmas list, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I said, okay, if somebody want to send me something, you got Pete's, you got Starbucks. Who else coffee you like? I like 7-Elevens. I mean, you can do it like that, or something like that. But other than that, I did see something. I said, okay, if somebody asks me one more time, I'll go ahead and throw it up there. Other than that, I just feel like I don't really do it at home like that no more. But the babies, you know what I'm saying? And they get stuff personal, or like last year, I think it was New Year, I took my grandbaby out to get she got a kick out of getting her nails done, stuff like that. And if it's something personal, it's something to wear, not a toy. And then my little 12-year-old nephew, the one I tell y'all is computer savvy already because they teaching kids that in school, and some of them just excel at it real good. He told me, AP, you gonna get us a Christmas gift this year? I said, yeah, I will if you want one. Well, give me a phone. I said, a phone? These baby ask for iPhones and things and stuff, y'all. I said, I don't know, AT&C. I don't know. I ain't commit to that. But, he got a phone, but he want a new phone. That's what he told me, y'all. These kids be asking for $1,400, $1,500 phones, look like to me. If I did, he'd get, they got some nice ones, Samsungs for $299 with tax, something like that. Begging to it. Wait a minute. Rhonda said that she didn't want the memberships. If you're talking about Rhonda, she's in my chat. Remember, I was trying to get her to drop her Cash App, and she didn't want to. And she said whoever she sent one to before, just send it through that. But she did do that yesterday. Rhonda. Yeah, I'm gonna watch Turbidity too, because it's gonna be funny. I'm gonna try to think of me a question I want to ask. I'm begging Shady Bless. Well, Purple Peaches need something. She's begging. She can drop her Cash App too. Now we understand if y'all can't do it until New Year's. You're right. Some people got children. We totally understand that. Good morning, Nubiology. Don't see somebody speaking. Let me go up. Let me see. No, there you go. Good morning. Okay. Really? You just been shady? Oh, okay. But no, if you were serious, it would have been fine with me. I mean, come on now. Some people, sometimes it is hard around these time of year. And y'all just remember, if you don't got it, don't go out the way because you got to live the next day. Okay? You got to live the next day. You don't have to go get no tree if you can't afford it. If you got plants, some of your house, you can string the lights around. I don't even put up trees no more. I got that little plant, that tall plant. I might hang some stuff on there, whatever, just so to look Christmas seed for my children, grandchildren, like that. I set some bowls and nuts and candies and stuff out like that. I don't really do like I used to, but then like we didn't all do one big Thanksgiving dinner, so we're supposed to be pulling names for Christmas. Other than that, I don't really do it like that at home anymore. I really don't. So that's why I'm not really asking y'all, but I'm just saying if y'all do, want to bless me with something, how Lady Nika say, a bonus on the job, go right ahead. I'll accept it. Now, like I said, y'all, I didn't have a lot this morning, but I wanted to come talk today, Friday, and we're going to take off. Thank God tomorrow. And tomorrow's the 10th, y'all. Oh, Lordy. I made it through this whole week, y'all. Some mornings it felt like a job, and I said, oh, Lord. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that it's getting like that. You know what I'm saying? Because it'll take the fun away. I don't like that it's like that. I've barely even been on here an hour right now. For real, for real. Lord, that just goes to show you. I'm not a lot here, except for the biggest thing, like I say, was Billy Boy's cleanup last night. It was epic. It was epic. Now, J.Dunn. And now J.Dunn is the type of person, she's going to go through with what she did too. She's going to go through with it. She's definitely going through with it. Yes, indeed. I mean, y'all, then she said, hold on a minute, she had to turn it off. And what was Kwani over there talking about, though? Why was Kwani mad? Anybody know? Oh, Lord. I keep saying that I'll come back later, but I don't say that no more. Because I already know in my mind what I want to do today when I get off here. But I do got to go get my vitamins all read out of my fish oil tabs and a couple of things, I had ordered yesterday. I do want to go do that. But other than that, y'all, I got nothing else. I really don't. I don't have a lot today. I just didn't want to miss coming on. You know what I'm saying? And basically everybody talking about the same thing again, just stuff. But like I said, get your coins. Shoot. Far as peace, love, getting doxxed, I don't know nothing about all that either. And I really don't care about Tracy showing her boobs. So when I'm so glad you saying that, because I sure going to text and ask. Because I be needing to know, since you don't really be announcing, maybe you do, and I still haven't gotten the habit of watching Community Boys. I need to get out there and start doing it. Now, so I'm glad to know that. Please hit the like, thank you. Now, SLTV, she uploaded something with the J Dunn. You can go look at that if you don't want to have to go try to roll the ball back in the chat. That's why I like her and Freddie. And who is that other one? It's three of them I'll be watching. I like when they do that, and then I ain't got to go find a timestamp. Now, Sean Bradley's on live for those that like to go over there and get his bushy to see what he over there lying about. So, and it's three names: Sean Bradley, Lady Nika, and James Caldwell. So he must be talking about two. What everybody talking about? Let me see. He must be here. He got people that watching him today. He been over there an hour. If anybody interested, when I get off here, I go look. I ain't no rush to get off and go now, but I'm just saying, I usually start when I'm getting close to wanting to get off of here. I'll be letting y'all know what's going on. So I think I might roll the ball, watch a little of that. But let me see real quick before I go. I think I made it to my hour. Oh, goody. See, I made it to the hour and had nothing to talk about. I do want to know, though, y'all. Y'all let me, I hope I don't miss it. I do want to know if Jay Wilson going to clap back. I know he saw that last night because I don't need to go in on the dog no more because I don't know what to say about that. But let me see. Red Pill, she said something about that tail. I forgot how she said that tail. Look, And I remember thinking that's what that tail looked like, and it ain't no shade. I just feel bad. You better go get a checkup on that dog. Yeah, Red Pill was talking about it this morning. I'm not gonna play her. I just want to know what she said that dog tail looked like. Now she got a very beautiful dog. She's showing her dog how nice and healthy that he is. Let's see something. She's talking about the tail. I want to remember what she called that tail. Nobody ever saw a tail like that on a dog. She didn't say what did she say it was a gristle with hair? Who was that said it was a gristle? And she, I think, even noticed that he didn't care about that dog. Everybody talking about your dog, Jay Wilson. That, you know what I'm saying? I really think the dog got povo. But I am really waiting for that clap back. I hope I'll be around to see that. I'm really waiting for that one. But if I don't know, I felt kind of bad for Shirley too, because that chat was really dragging her. I didn't realize a lot of people know her. I didn't realize a lot of people, Shirley, still don't like you for some reason or another. I don't know what you did to them back in the day, because they just subbies. So, in my opinion, the real OGs is the subbies, because they probably was around before even Blab Day, because you know how some people, they don't watch TV, but they tend to watch YouTube and been watching for years and years and years. Yeah, don't forget about them. Yeah, don't forget about them. They are the ones that keeping us around here too as well. Okay. Now, I'm not drop my link because y'all know the same thing going on that I'm talking about. That's all. That's the only thing though. And which is okay, because I do the same thing. Whatever one thing going here, everybody talk about it. Everybody. That's why sometimes I'll be trying to come on here with something a little different sometimes, you know, and it don't have to be mess, because like I say, you know, human nature over here, people gonna go to the mess first, but catch the replay. That's why I appreciate when somebody come on here with something else sometime. Yeah, that's why I like watching different story times and stuff. I really do. But don't get me wrong though. I keep telling y'all I ain't gonna leave the mess, but I'm just saying something, because I was talking to somebody else this morning. They said they was kind of tired too. They hadn't been watching that. And I said, well, then now you know how I felt when I be saying that sometimes. And I be, oh, girl, I'm forgetting. Heidi Fly, he went in on the bed, went to it as well. Now see, Lady Nika, have we found you yet? Let me think. I think there's some people in here that was back around then. When we found Heidi Fly, or she found us first, she used to do little skits, little parodies about all the content creators. And we all thought that they were funny. And then one day she did one about BS TSCC that BS felt like wasn't in good taste. It wasn't too funny. And that's when the fruit started there. I don't know if anybody remember that, because she wasn't even at 1,000 yet either. She had just come on over here to this beef sector, whatever y'all want to call it. And she was showing us t-shirts and stuff that she's selling, that she's making back then. Is anybody in here that was around back then? Because that's just like when we met Waddy. We got Waddy 2000. And then when people get places like that, they're not going to admit it. But that's what happened. Is anybody here? I'm trying to think, Lady Nika, have we found you yet? Not we, but BS found you yet. But at the very beginning, when we found Heidi. And then when they start feuding, Heidi stayed with for months and months. Then Heidi popped back up every once in a while trying to be friends, and she wouldn't accept her. And then she hopped up again doing the mass train part because she wanted me off. And that's when Beth started dragging her again on that pole. And I'm trying to see if anybody was around. Oh, yeah, Purple Peach, you remember? Yeah, I remember I had a Plaid Brush membership. Yes, indeed. She wasn't at 1,000. Now, I don't know if she's going to admit it. We got it to that 1,000, but she may, well, in my opinion, I thought it was funny. But I just think this was a little bit more sensitive to me or more serious or whatever. I thought it was funny because people, you know, she would say things that people think I was supposed to get mad at certain stuff, talking about we fruit and she doing this to me, whatever. And sometimes we would say stuff, you know, get people real, they'll laugh at it when we get off, you know, because they're going to take the bait. But I'm glad somebody here that remember that. Yeah, Demetri Lit. Yeah, Demetri Lit, you was here. Because and you was over there with Lockhead. We met you moderating over there. Yeah, we did. Exactly, Demetri. Oh, I'm glad somebody else was here, because if she hear me or hear about me saying this, she'll probably get her in line and say it didn't happen like that. It did. It did happen like that, y'all. That's why I tell y'all, I know a lot when everybody came, but most everybody, I know that. I know that. Yeah, I found you and Lady Nika from the mess. And then I started watching Nika's TV reviews. And they still up to it. There's some good ones, y'all. That's what I'm telling everybody. So when y'all, whoever gonna catch my replay of this, go on over there, catch some of the third times. If y'all feel like, well, like today, everybody talking about what's going on, and if you heard enough of it, you know, as far as this panel, OG panel, go on and catch some of the third time. Tell me y'all gonna like them. Go catch some of everybody's old stuff back then to tell the truth about it. But I'm just telling y'all, I just went there because of this panel, and then y'all know of my memory and how when we started doing certain things, you know, as far as really going into that beefing situation. We didn't call it arguing, we called it beefing. Yes, indeed. Yes, that's where we found Dimitri at. Oh, y'all, let me tell y'all who else that wasn't mentioned. And Boss Lady, New Jersey. When she came along, y'all remember she had them baby dolls? She was in a room full of dolls, and Whitey used to drag all the time with the dolls. I thought it was cute. I always thought she left out that room, moved them dolls because of that. If I was having left them dolls there, I wish I had a collection of dolls. She got a collection of dolls. And her and Nicole Tyler, they came about almost close at the same time, and they had a YouTube ship. I don't know what happened between Boss Lady New Jersey and Nicole Tyler, but they came close. I'll try to see. I don't know if it was Nicole first and then Boss Lady New Jersey next, but they was close together almost at the same time when they came on the scene back then. And Whitey was dragging her for that room with baby dolls. See? So she can be considered then an OG, I guess. Yes, Dimitri Lady, yeah, girl, you remember? Yeah, Purple Peach, yeah, sure did. Let me see who else came. Now Nicole Tyler, you know, made a video the other day. I commented on it. She looked good. She gained no weight. You can tell. You know, she really took, you know, the death from her mother real hard. But who wouldn't? You know what I'm saying? But I hope she don't really get. I wrote in the chat that she wasn't missing nothing, and that if there's no more beefing, is doxing and doing all that kind of stuff. Yeah, not really. If there's no more roast gags and skits, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, but Lost Lady, New Jersey, y'all, we almost forgot about her. She's been around a long time. And she didn't mind arguing with you either. Yes, I found Boss Lady when she was arguing with Armand Wiggins. And speaking of Armand Wiggins, what was Wiley talking about this morning? I think him and Tasha Caden fell out. And Larry Reed posted won this case, y'all. So I'm going to look into that more when I get off. I'm surprised Miss Cruz ain't said nothing about that. I don't know if you've been keeping up with Larry Reed. He's supposed to have won this case. And, you know, because what I'm mentioning now is just something I just looked at very briefly. But yeah, she was over there arguing with Armand Williams. Yes, she was. I wanted to, let me see, what's wrong with no, I'm gonna see. Well, I'm gonna say it. What's wrong with Wally? What's wrong with Wally's eyes? I noticed that too. You know, when I was peeking over there, I was getting ready to come home. But he was over there saying something about Tasha K took an L or something. What's going on with that? Because, you know, she was mentoring him. I wonder what's going. Let me see. We're not gonna play it though. Is Miss Intel coming on? Let me see who's in it. Anybody got anything scheduled? But did I speak? You got to chill. Yeah, I just read what you said. I don't know if I speak, but good morning to you. Okay. So do y'all got anything else? Okay, we already know the lady's coming home. Brittany Griner's coming home. We already know that Shanquilla family is going to have this big, what do you call that when the news people out there, oh, they're going to have that talk going on. We already know that. I think y'all know that, whoever's been keeping up with it. The person I've been watching the most that's still talking about it is Gossip Girl XOXO. She seems to be, you know, finding out more. She had that lady on there, Jazz, that was undercover to go talk to Wiggins' mother, and she's talking about the FBI found her. So we all know about that. So I don't need to go there no more. And while they talking about Storm Monroe begged the Breakfast Club for Angela Lee job. So if y'all are interested in all that too, and still kind of watch Wiley, that's what's going on over there. But the biggest thing after, like I say, Larry Reed was found not guilty. And but they say that somebody might go ahead and try to, how do you call that, retrial or whatever, which, damn, that's been going on a long time, huh? You seen it yesterday? That trial been going on a long time, huh? But no, Ray Black, he looked more cockeyed. Something's wrong. And he got black circles on his eyes, all around his eyes. And it looked more as if maybe he need to go have that Cadillac surgery or something. You know, it looks worse, sir. What is wrong with him? Cigar blogger Darren Moore said the case was dismissed at the request of that. I don't know. I'm telling you what Wiley is saying. But when I get up here, I'm gonna watch all of it. And I'm gonna watch Larry Reed for myself. Because you can't always go, but yeah, I didn't either. I'm telling you what Wiley over there talking about. And you can't, Wiley is another one that embellishes everything. You can't believe everything he say. But that's what he's saying. But back to what we're saying, Ray, yeah, it looks like, I know he always did have a lazy eye. I call it lazy, but both of them one going over to the left, going right, you know. And I was thinking he better correct that before he get too old, because Wiley should be about 33 or 34 now. He better go on and do something about that, get them Cadillac surgeries. Shoot, I ain't no way. I wear them corrected glasses until he can get it. Shoot, ain't no way. Shoot. Ain't nothing wrong with that. My husband had a Cadillac surgery. My older sister had a Cadillac surgery, one eye, and then she waited for months to have that in the other eye. Ray Black wasn't dismissed. Ray Black, you watched it? So that's what's going on. When I saw his eyes, I said, what's going on here? Hey, did anybody did they post Cookie Tookie services or her obituary or something? Because I'm looking at a picture of her, she looks beautiful. And then, of course, what's today? Everybody's still putting up that fight. And Whitey was talking about the other day that Armand Wiggins, he beat Tasha K in the ratings. That's what I'm asking y'all. So evidently, they fell out. Tasha K is over there on a continent somewhere, huh? Because when you watch her, sometimes she got on the clothes that the Nigerians wear. You know, like y'all saw when I was showing my niece's husband's nephew's birthday party. That's what she's been wearing lately. So is she out of the country or something? Miss Cruiser Larry came out on top. That's what I heard. Yeah, that's what I heard too. That's why I just said I'm surprised Miss Cruiser didn't know nothing about it, because she watched over there more than me, but she said she didn't watch it. So I'm going to get off here and catch up with it. I think it has something to do with the case that is going on, either with the the boys or Larry Reed. You know, he had a couple cases going on. That's why I got to go watch it for myself, because I'm not going to turn on and play none of Wiley's, you know, because he is still in these days. So we're going to go see. What do you mean? Pronounce which words? Y'all, anyway, I got to go. I've been on here an hour and 9 minutes. I'm glad I made it. Yay! See, Lady Nika says she's coming on later, I think. Let me go through here and see what's going on. Let me see if anybody. Dimitri Lit, you said you came on yesterday after me. After actually, what time she come on? See, I don't want to hear no more about the Western Majigum, so I'm not going there. I'll try to find me something different. See, you know, which so everybody gonna kind of, you know, put that in there, I guess. But I want to see what else was going on. Maybe I'll go over there and peek at old Sean Brady, see what he talking about, because he talking about 3 names: Sean Brady, Lady Nika, Joe Conwell. Your name in the title over there, Lady Nika. Not that you care. No, I don't think so, Ray Black. Like she said, I ain't got it. You know, and that's probably why she went over there. That's just like OJ went paying them Goldmans. You know what I'm saying? But he went to a state where they can't take his house. And they definitely couldn't mess with his sports retirement fund pension. They couldn't mess with that. She ain't got it. I mean, they can go in and share YouTube checks, but that's what they start trying to do. So I don't know what's going on with that. YouTube J Perry, you good for right now? Okay. Oh, you know what? I thought you watched Larry Reed, girl. Now I slowed up on watching Conscious TV though. I don't, for some reason I just slowed up and going over there. I don't know. Yes, indeed. I just feel bad for the boy. Better go get that Cadillac surgery. Sure. Now, with that said, I'm got nothing else. I'm not even gonna drop my link because ain't, like I said, ain't a lot going on. Now that y'all know something that I don't know, what's up, you know. So, so, let's see what this is. No, she said later on. So I'm gonna go ahead and get busy. What time is it? Matter of fact, I might leave out here earlier, do what I plan. But I want to go see over here with Charm Brady talking about. He got he can name that title, so oh, he's gone off now though, but I'm gonna go catch the replay. Let me see. So he went off. Let me see something. Thanks for popping by. Oh, thank you all for all my new subbies. I'm surprised every day I look, I got some new subbies, y'all. Let me see. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for all that's watching my replays. I appreciate it. Thank you everybody that's here right now. R-A-T Ret. Okay. Oh wow, I got one more while I was live. I had 4167 before I came live with 4166. I know by the end of the day, every day somebody's subbing, and I appreciate y'all. Oh. Wow, okay. HT sweetie, I want everybody to have a blessed weekend. I feel good when I make the whole week. Okay. Yeah, y'all have a great one. If y'all want to give me a bonus on the job before y'all go right ahead. Hi. Cup of coffee, chitlin fun, whatever. You have to go. Just a little music for your listening pleasure as we go out. Bubbles. Turn Sean Brandy down because I'm so going to catch all these replays that I missed on yesterday. With that said, Toulouse.